What's going on? I know that I've been gone for a couple of weeks now, and I've been dealing with some things. Like I told y'all in the last video that I made, my mentor and second dad passed away from cancer. I was in a car accident. I just started back working and everything like that. So, everything seems to be on the come up for me, and I can get back to doing what I was supposed to be doing as far as these videos are concerned. I just needed some time out for myself, and my mood that I was in, it was going to translate into my videos, and I've done that before. Like, I do videos whether I'm zoned out and depressed, and then all my viewers can see it, and then they'll call it out. So I don't want to give y'all those type of videos. Like, I just don't like to record and film during those moments, you know what I'm saying? So I said that once I come back, I need to come back and be refreshed. And then on top of that, Real Housewives of Atlanta is on the way back in like 5 more days. So I really need to get myself up and running for that. I did do a Basketball Wives LA reunion video, but I don't know if y'all still want to see that. I mean, I didn't even post it, and I didn't really talk about much of the reunion. I really just gave an analysis of each person on the show. So I don't know if y'all want to see that. If y'all want to see it, just leave it below or tweet me or let me know on my Team Scotty page, whatever. I'll post it just for y'all. But let's just get into the video. I think this is episode 9 of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So I'm gonna start it off with Willie and Shonda. Now, Willie and Omarion, they have a conversation about coming from a boy band and struggling to gain their success. And Omarion knows firsthand what it's like to leave a boy band and go on solo, and then struggle to get that success, because Omarion came from B2K, and the name B2K is tainted thanks to the big lip ass Raz B. You know what I'm saying? That shit is tainted to this day, and they don't want no parts of it. But he did come out with some hit songs. He had an Icebox. He had a couple of hit songs, but then he went through a major slump. And then he came out with Sex Playlist, and then he had Supposed to Be with Janae and Chris Brown. That was a big hit this past summer. That was my song, my ringtone at that. So, he knows what it's like. Willie came from Day 26, a group that was doomed from the very beginning of being up under the hands of P. Diddy. That's just what it is. So, they had an issue with money and everything like that. So he's been trying to go solo. Things have been working for him. He's been doing mixtapes and everything like that, but it's just not working, and he's struggling financially. And Omarion knows what it's like to struggle financially and try to take care of themselves and take care of their girlfriends and their kids and all of that. So Omarion was practically the best person for Willie to talk to, because if didn't nobody know his struggle, Omarion knew his struggle. So Omarion gave him some great advice. So Willie goes over to Screwface to see if he can get out of the contract with Harry. Screwface says that there's nothing that he can do. He doesn't have any vapid interest in Willie because that's not his client anymore. So sometimes this shit don't be recording. Okay. So because of that, they decided to go into manager and artist mode. So Screwface says, I will have you out of that contract in 24 hours. So then, Willie goes out with Shonda and the family, and they discuss, the kids having a good time in LA and how Chicago is not an option for them anymore. And Shonda brings up the contract. She says, were you able to get the contract with Harry? Willie blatantly lies to this girl's face about getting out of the contract. He's still not out of the contract. You know what I'm saying? But he told Shonda that after Screwface said that he was going to get him out. So Shonda comes up to the job and she sees Screwface. And Screwface basically said that Willie just mad because he can't get out of this contract. So when he said that, Shonda just left. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know that this nigga that lied to her face. She just finna leave and go do what the fuck she know she got to do. So, come to find out, Screwface actually did get Willie out of the contract, but it was too late. Shonda already on the dance floor, shaking her ass on the pole already. Something that bitch already wanted to do. I know that Willie lied. I know that he lied. But I don't like the fact that Shonda went back to the pole so quick. Why do you feel like that's your only source of income? Why can't you work a real job? Like I said, go to Dollar General and fill out the motherfucking application, bitch. I'm one of the managers there. I can get you on. Or you can go to Kroger and get you an application. Go to Energy. Go to a local utility place. Go work at DirecTV. Go work at a call center somewhere. Like, do something. Like, the pole is not the only opportunity you have to make money. Stop that shit, bitch. That's something that you already wanted to do anyway. So, Tierra goes in for her liposuction, and she has Hazel and Nikki on her side. You know, them her girls, they support her all sorts of ways, and they've all had their own type of plastic surgery, so they're giving Tierra all types of advice. Now, if y'all was following me on Twitter last week when I was tweeting during the show, I said it. Tierra look like she been eating way too many Hungry Man dinners. That's how I feel, and I ain't taking it back. That's just how the fuck I feel. I'm not trying to come for Tierra, but she do look like she been eating too many boxes of Hungry Man dinners. And just because I have the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, no, Love and Hip Hop New York Season 2 DVD, and Tierra Marie was on that season, and when I was watching that DVD the other day, I said Tierra Marie was skinny as a motherfucker back then, but, you know, it's only been like 4 years since that season happened, and she's big as a motherfucking goose. So I don't understand what the fuck been going on. I'm guessing after she left Ray J, she was eating a bit too much, and that was her only way to cope with her pain is to eat. And I'm not being funny when I say that, because sometimes people do take eating as a way to deal with their pain. Like, some people use pills, or some people use alcohol to drown their sorrows. A bitch use ice cream and cake and Hungry Man dinners to do the same thing. So that may be what it is. And then she, you know, she's not really comfortable with her body. She don't like how big she is, and it don't look right on her. I don't think she carries her weight well. I mean, she's big as hell, and then her face look like a damn pumpkin pie, and it don't look right. So I do applaud her for trying it. Maybe she should have went out to the gym and did some sit-ups, or did some, you know, ab crunchies, or got on a treadmill or something like that. But if you feel like liposuction is the best thing for you, then do that. But just because you get liposuction don't mean you're gonna stay skinny. You still gotta go to the gym and work the fuck out. So then Tierra's done with the lipo. Hazel Nikki by her side again, and she's swole. Tierra swole as motherfucker after the surgery, and she's hurting and she's in a lot of pain. And Nikki is concerned for Tierra as her friend, but they also have a fashion show in 2 weeks. They said it was going to be a week recovery for Tierra, but Tierra doesn't feel like it's going to be just a week. It's going to be a little bit more than a week because of how much pain that she's in. So then, you know, we get into them. You know, they wish Tierra the best. They leave, and you know, Hazel feels like these girls ain't got their shit together as far as the fashion show is concerned, which they really don't. They don't have their shit together like they should have it together. You know what I mean? So she just want to make sure that they get it together. She offer Nikki some help or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? That's what she's doing. She's offering Nikki help, and Nikki's gonna take the help. Which brings me to Hazel's meeting with Princess. Now, I didn't know how to feel about this meeting, but you know it is what it is. So she met up with Princess, and Princess wants to work with Hazel for her Princess Love line, I guess. Whatever she's trying to do, she's trying to work with Hazel because she know that Hazel got some women's empowerment company going on, and she wants to be a part of it. Now, I don't know. Hazel feels like, I mean, when I was having my problems with Youngberg and Masika, Tierra didn't feel like it was a problem for her to go and get a song done with Youngberg and get her hit record. So she feels like she shouldn't have an issue with her working with Princess. Now, I don't know. I could look at it through certain scenarios. Tierra and Hazel were not friends when her and Berg were working together. Tierra, Marie, and Hazel are friends while she's working with Princess. So, but it didn't matter because at the end of the day, whether you're friends with Hazel or not, there's still a sense of loyalty that should still be there if Hazel was really your friend for you not to work with Youngberg. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different ways you can look at it. And I can see why Hazel feels the way she does. And next week I can see why Tierra Marie's going to feel the way she does. So they both have compelling arguments in my opinion. You know, that's how I feel. Moniece and Rich, they have a conversation. And it's pretty clear that Moniece and Marla does have bad blood, just like my grandmother and my mother. They have bad blood. They don't know how to get past shit. And, you know, she feels like her mother is working against her. Like, she got Lil Fizz, you know, trying to work against her with Lil Fizz, trying to get Lil Fizz to take custody of her baby. She working against Rich. She's trying to work with Rich to break up with Moniece and everything like that. And Rich doesn't want to be a part of it. He wants to love Moniece. He wants to be there as her man, but he also feels like she needs to work things out with her mama, which you do. I mean, despite how many issues a bitch might have with their mama, you still need your mother to be there for you. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want to be there for their mother? You know what I'm saying? So, what woman wouldn't want their mother there for them? You know what I mean? So I just feel like she does need that. So Rich sets up a meeting, and they get them together. And Marla basically says that she's been her biggest cheerleader. Moniece doesn't feel that way. She just feels like Marla feels like Moniece needs to devote more dedication to her son, which she does. I mean, y'all here throwing drinks on bitches, jumping in fights. You do need to take more care of your son. You do need to make sure. I mean, I don't feel like I just feel like, you know, as a person that had their mother all their life, you know what I'm saying, their mother, and I didn't really have my father in my life as much when I was growing up, you know, and of course all of y'all know that because I've talked about it before, but of course as I got old and became an adult, my father is back in my life. But as somebody who had a mother raising them for all their lives and was always there, did everything she could for us, went without just so me, my sister, and my little brother can have things to eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why a mother wouldn't be dedicated to their child. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to judge. I never know somebody's situation, but just having my mama around me for all these years, I couldn't imagine growing up without my mother around. I just couldn't imagine it because that just doesn't feel real. Not having my mama around while I'm growing up, you know. So let's talk about Miles and Amber and Milan. So we pick up where the episode left off last week. Amber comes in to see Milan. They have a conversation. They compare notes. Milan and Miles have been in a relationship for 2 years. Amber and Miles have a relationship because of Zoe. Her father died, and Miles stepped in and became her secondary father. And you know that's what it is. And they Miles and Milan have matching tattoos. They're in love with each other. They've been living with each other. Milan is doing things for Miles, and Miles does what he can. He even paid Amber's rent, and Amber thanked him for it. I'm thinking that Amber finna come in and be a bitch to this man and just create a bunch of bullshit that she don't need to create. Cause I've been on Amber's side this whole time. I know y'all haven't seen no video from me, but I'm gonna tell you this. And I said this in the video, but I deleted it because I thought it was too late to post it. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I said in it. A lot of gays are breathing down Amber's noodle neck about her reaction to Miles being gay, and they're saying that they're making it about her. Now, in a sense, I can see what they're saying, but you got to look at it. This is a man that gave her false hope, who said that he would be there for her. And they were gonna go to a therapist and get everything situated for their relationship to pop off. You know what I mean? So if you're thinking that this man is gonna be there for you and that, you know, y'all relationship is about to pop off or whatever, and then he tells you something else, he comes around and tell you that the person that he been fucking is a man. I mean, as a woman, how do you think that would make you feel to know that your man is in love and is fucking another man? I mean, that has to be some secondary self-esteem type shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that will fuck with somebody's self-esteem. If I was a woman and my man told me that he wanted another man and he had a desire to fuck the shit out of another man, I would feel some type of way about that too. And she doesn't judge Miles. She just feels some type of way because he lied to her, and I think she has every right to be in her feelings about it. And I just feel like, you know, because we're gay, some of us gays, because we're gay, we're gonna automatically side with Miles and not give a fuck about how Amber feels. I'm not that type of gay. I'm gonna look at everything from all sides. It is hard for Miles to come out to Amber because he also has to come out about his religion and deal with his parents and his sisters and everything else, and deal with the backlash of being in the music industry, being a gay man. He has a lot on his plate too. But at the same time, Amber has her feelings because she loved this man, and she has every right to feel that way, just like Miles have every right to feel the way he do. So I look at it from both sides. It's hard for both parties, in my opinion. So Amber and Milan hugged, and they went on about their way. Amber met up with Tia Marie and Moniece, and she told them about how Miles came out and said that he was in love with another man. And just like Moniece said, you know, for you to know that the man that you love is in love with another man, that's some deep ass shit. You know what I'm saying? It is some deep ass shit. But I do like the fact that Amber's not judging Miles. She's not mad with Miles because he's gay. She mad with him because she felt like he was lying to her all this time, and that she had all this hope thinking that they was finna be in a relationship together, and they really wasn't to begin with. So I understand why she was mad with him. Any woman would be upset about that. Let's not act like, you know, we wouldn't be, because any woman would be. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Amber meets up with Miles. They try to talk about everything, and you know, she's still angry. She says she doesn't hate Miles. She loves Miles. She just don't fuck with Miles right now. And that's with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like she should be condemned for having feelings. She shouldn't be. I feel like she has every right to feel the way that she does, and it is what it is. She should feel the way that she does. I mean, she has every right to. But that's all I gotta say, you guys. This is my review on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I want to review Black Ink Crew Chicago because A, the men look good, B, the women look better, and it's a little bit more compelling to me than New York. So we're gonna see how it rolls. Y'all do know that I'm gonna be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. I will be reviewing that. And I've been looking at some of y'all's requests as far as what type of videos y'all want me to do. Some of that shit I can't do because I don't watch like The Walking Dead and Scandal and shit like that. I do not watch Scandal. I don't watch any of that. But I do want to do Being Mary Jane this season though. Even though I'm like 2 episodes behind, I slick want to do an overview and then continue on with the season because these past 3 episodes I seen was the shit. But that's all I gotta say, you guys. Till next video, I'll see y'all later. Peace.